The Seven Dials Mystery. Chapter 10. We should say now that in the last conversation, each of the three people was hiding something. It is true that nobody tells everything. For example, we can question if Lorraine Wade was completely honest about why she went to see Jimmy Thesiger. In the same way, Jimmy Thesiger had his own ideas and plans for George Lomax's party. He did not want to tell them to Bundle. And Bundle herself had a full plan ready. She planned to do it right away and had not said anything about it. After leaving Jimmy's rooms, she drove to Scotland Yard. She asked for Superintendent Battle. Superintendent Battle was a big man. He worked mostly on important political cases. He had been to Chimneys 4 years ago for one of these cases. Bundle was counting on him remembering this. After a short delay, she was taken down some hallways and into the superintendent's office. Battle was a steady-looking man with a blank face. He looked very ordinary, more like a doorman than a detective. He was standing by the window when she entered, staring at some sparrows without any emotion. "Good afternoon, Lady Eileen," he said. "Please have a seat, won't you?" "Thank you," said Bundle. "I was afraid you might not remember me." "I always remember people," said Battle. He added, "I have to in my line of work." "Oh," said Bundle, feeling a bit let down. "And what can I help you with?" asked the superintendent. Bundle got straight to the point. "I've always heard that you at Scotland Yard have lists of all the secret societies and groups that are formed in London." "We try to keep our records current," said Superintendent Battle carefully. "I suppose a lot of them aren't really dangerous." "We have a very good rule to follow," said Battle. "The more they talk, the less they'll actually do. You'd be surprised how well that works out." "And I've heard that very often you just let them keep going?" Battle nodded. "That's true. Why shouldn't a man call himself a brother of liberty and meet in a cellar twice a week to talk about rivers of blood? It won't harm him or us, and if there's ever trouble, we know exactly where to find him." "But sometimes, I suppose," said Bundle slowly, "a group might be more dangerous than anyone thinks?" "Very unlikely," said Battle. "But it's possible," Bundle insisted. "Oh, it is," the superintendent admitted. There was a moment of silence. Then Bundle said quietly, "Superintendent Battle, could you give me a list of secret societies that have their main office in Seven Dials?" Superintendent Battle was proud of never showing emotion, but Bundle was almost certain that for just a second his eyelids moved and he looked surprised. It only lasted a moment, though. He was back to his usual blank self as he said, "To be honest, Lady Eileen, there's no such place as Seven Dials these days." "Really?" "That's right. Most of it was torn down and rebuilt. It used to be a poor area, but now it's very respectable and nice. It's not at all a romantic spot to search for mysterious secret societies." "Oh," said Bundle, feeling a bit unsure. "But even so, I'd really like to know what made you think of that neighborhood, Lady Eileen." "Do I have to tell you?" "Well, it makes things easier, doesn't it? We can understand each other better." Bundle hesitated for a minute. "A man was shot yesterday. I thought I had run over him with my car." "You mean Mr. Ronald Devereux? You know about it, of course? Why wasn't it in the newspapers? Are you sure you want to know that, Lady Eileen?" "Yes, please." "Well, we just thought we should have a full 24 hours to ourselves, you know. It will be in the papers tomorrow." "Oh." Bundle studied him, puzzled. What was he hiding behind that calm face? Did he see the shooting of Ronald Devereux as a normal crime or a very strange one? "He mentioned Seven Dials when he was dying," said Bundle slowly. "Thank you," said Battle. "I'll make a note of that." He wrote a few words on the paper in front of him. Bundle tried another way of asking. "I understand that Mr. Lomax came to see you yesterday about a threatening letter he had received." "That's right, he did. And that letter was written from 7 dials? It had 7 dials written at the top, I believe. Bundle felt like she was hopelessly hitting a locked door. If you'll let me give you some advice, Lady Eileen, I know what you're going to say. I think you should go home and, well, just stop thinking about these things. In other words, leave it to you. Well, said Superintendent Battle, after all, we are the professionals. And I'm just an amateur? Yes, but you're forgetting one thing. I might not have your knowledge and skill, but I have one advantage over you. I can work in secret. She thought the superintendent seemed a little surprised, as if her words really hit home. Of course, if you'll give me a list of secret societies— Oh, I never said that. You will get a list of all of them. He went to the door, put his head out, and called for someone. Then he came back to his chair. Bundle felt confused. It was too easy for him to agree to her request. He thought it was suspicious. He was looking at her now in a calm way. Do you remember the death of Mr. Gerald Wade? It was at your home, right? He took too much sleeping medicine. His sister says he never took sleeping medicine. Ah, said the superintendent. Ah, you'd be surprised how many things sisters don't know. Bundle again felt confused. She sat quietly until a man came in with a paper. He gave it to the superintendent. Here you are, said Battle after the man left. The Blood Brothers of St. Sebastian, the Wolfhounds, the Comrades of Peace, the Comrades Club, the Friends of Oppression, the Children of Moscow, the Red Standard Bearers, the Herrings, the Comrades of the Fallen, and a half-dozen more. He gave it to her with a clear twinkle in his eye. You're giving this to me because you know it won't help me at all. Do you want me to leave everything alone? I would like that. You see, if you go messing around in all these places, well, it will cause a lot of trouble for us. Looking after me, you mean? Looking after you, Lady Eileen. Bundle had stood up. Now she stood still, thinking. So far, Superintendent Battle had won. Then she remembered one small thing, and she used it to try one last time. I just said that an amateur can do some things a professional can't. You didn't disagree. That's because you are an honest man, Superintendent Battle. You knew I was right. Go on, said Battle quickly. At Chimneys, you let me help. Won't you let me help now? Battle seemed to be thinking about it. Because he was quiet, Bundle continued. You know what I am like, Superintendent Battle. I get into things. I'm a busybody. I don't want to get in your way or try to do things you can do much better, but if there's a chance for an amateur, let me have it. Again, there was a quiet moment. Then Superintendent Battle said quietly, You couldn't have spoken more fairly, Lady Eileen, but I'm going to tell you this. What you want to do is dangerous. And when I say dangerous, I mean very dangerous. I understand that, said Bundle. I'm not stupid. No, said Superintendent Battle. I've never known a young lady who was less so. Here is what I will do for you, Lady Eileen. I'll just give you one small hint. And I'm doing it because I don't think much of the saying, safety first. In my opinion, all the people who spend their lives trying not to be hit by buses should just be hit and taken away safely. They are no good. This surprising thing that Superintendent Battle said took Bundle's breath away. What was that hint you were going to give me? She asked finally. You know Mr. Eversley, right? No Bill, of course, but why are you asking? I think Mr. Bill Eversley will be able to tell you everything you want to know about 7 dials. Bill knows about it? Bill? I didn't say that, not at all. But I think since you are a smart young lady, you will get what you want from him. And now, said Superintendent Battle firmly, I'm not going to say anything else.